Heron, author of the Shadows of War novel series and my new book, Hunt for the Defender. Today's video, as you can tell by the music, this is in honor of Mother's Day, but particularly my mom. I created a list a few days ago. It's titled, Why I Love My Mom, and I have them in varying different places. 1. For passion. My mom is one of the most passionate people when it comes to things that she loves. One of the things she loves are children. She's a teacher, educator. She believes, and she goes by this motto: change the world, one child at a time. What kind of goal is that? How beautiful is that? How pure is that? Just perfect, almost. But again, I don't want to make this video too long, so it's just very quick things why I love my mom. Number 2, which is silly, but also very, 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 very important to me. She introduced me to Superman and Star Wars. One of the first shows I ever watched as a child. I'm a child of the 1990s. One of the first shows she ever introduced me to was Batman animated series. But you would think that would change my life, but no. Before that, my uncle gave me a tape of Superman, the old 1930s or 40s cartoon. But what she did was show me Superman the movie. And then what made it even better, 3 years after that, in 1997, when Star Wars was re-released into the public, my mother took me to downtown Silver Spring, Maryland. We went into the City Place, and they had a movie theater all the way up the top. I saw not Star Wars, the first one, not what we know now as A New Hope. I saw, yes, Empire Strikes Back.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
Mind was blown. Luke, I am your father. What? Life changed forever. From that moment on, I went on to love the fantasy, love the fantastic elements of stories and make-believe, and it has forever, for many people, most of my works, like my book here, it is because of Star Wars and because of Superman and what Superman represents. It's why this book exists. And this book would not have existed if she did not plant the seeds and introduce me to this rich world of good versus evil, and this world of fantasy and love and excitement. And oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Another one, the next one, reason, number 3, why I love my mom. She's the first to love me. I wasn't planned. She's always loved me before I was born. But I wasn't planned. It's not like my parents sat around and said, alright, I'm, ovulating, I'm ready to have a baby. I wasn't planned. I did the calculations. My parents weren't married when they gave birth to me. What that means is there's a huge option, very possible option, that she's younger than I am now. I'm 27. She was 25 or 24 when she gave birth to me. And my parents' anniversary is the November before the year I was born. What that means is my parents weren't married when they had me. I did the calculations. Sorry, guys. You taught me to think. She could have aborted me. She could have had me killed. Because she didn't want to, she wasn't ready to be a mom. She chose to keep me. I love my mom for that. Life is hard, but it's so wonderful, and I couldn't have been here, and I couldn't have done anything without my mom. All right, let's go to the next one. She taught me that my mind was of value, that thinking was significant. I've always liked football, and I've always liked sports and things like that. And society tells you, especially people, men and women, especially men of color, that you're only good for what you physically can do, like playing a sport or something like that. But what she did was taught me that my mind is just as important, or even more important. And I love her for that. She encouraged me to go to school. It's because of that. She knew that was the key. I grew up in the 1990s, again, as I mentioned before. This was in Washington. I grew up in Washington, D.C. It was called murder capital of the United States. Schools, kids were coming to school with guns and shooting other kids and shooting teachers. And the education system was not great. And she worked very hard, her hardest, to ensure that my sister and I attend parochial schools, because she wanted us to have not only a great education, but a Christian education. And I will get to that part later on. Next reason. She gave me music. We would listen to songs like this one. Yeah. That song is awesome. She taught my sister and I to sing. We sang in the car, riding places, going places. I remember the moments. I remember the times. It's so alive in my mind. It's crazy. But she gave me music. Some of you have seen other videos where I'm singing into the camera. I'm not the greatest singer, but I play the drums. Drums is so significant. If it wasn't for my mom, I would have never been exposed to some of these things and seen some of these things and had the opportunities that I had. She worked her hardest. I love my mom. She taught me that it's more important that you have great desires for other people. You have desires for yourself, and we'll get to that as well. But she desires to make other people better, to make other people's lives better than hers, to give people things that they never had, and the things that she never had in her life. It's such a beautiful quality. As many of you know, I'm a writer, and my mom introduced reading and writing to me. When my sister and I were little, she would read to us the Raggedy Ann and Andy stories, the whole series. I remember, now looking back, I don't know if they were literally or literarily, or whatever. I don't think those are words. The character Sunny Bunny as my favorite, but what I do remember is how my mom used to read the character's name to my sister and I. And my sister will remember this. She would go, my mom would go. She would read the character's name and the story. And then we would get to this character, and the character would said, Sunny Bunny. Now I know to those out there that means nothing. But to me, every time I hear that, I read that name, I get filled with joy. I remember my mom. And I love my mom. She taught me to dream. She taught me to dream big dreams. My mom has dreams, even today, and she's alive. My mother's alive. This video is being recorded. But she dreams big dreams. She teaches children, and she tutors kids, and I help her. And she believes that every child is important. And she believes, and she has this vision that she has a school in every major city and a location in every city, at least one or two. She dreams big dreams and she thinks about these things. And she enriched me and she's instilled inside me constantly. You never stop dreaming. You always have a dream. Dreams are the most important thing. Because dreams can't be taken away. Dreams exist in your mind. With my dad, she taught me to have a great work ethic. My mom works hard, like crazy hard. Some days when I'm working with her, looking at the kids while I'm writing, I don't know how she does it. Some days I don't know why she does it. I don't see the payoff, but she's so thrilled. And she sees these kids, and she makes sure the kids do their work. Because she teaches them that she will not be a thief to their parents. That she will not do anything that will disrespect their parents' money, and she will give them the very best that she can give them. And to make sure these kids' grades have gone from F's and D's to A's and B's. And it's because of my mom. I love my mom. My mom taught me to have an imagination. You can't be a writer or anybody creative if you don't have an imagination. On top of dreaming and thinking of big things, you need to have an imagination. Imagination is primary. My mom gave me that imagination. She has an imagination. When I was a kid, she would take our toys and bring them to life. And you'll see in future videos, guys, she was giving that trait to me. A little bit of Retropus. She also gave me something that a lot of parents don't. She gave me civic and patriotic pride for my country and town. I love Washington, D.C. I've had the conversation with many people. A hierarchy of what I love. God, my family, but it's family/nation, man. My mom has given me the love of my country. Despite its history, its dark, evil history of racism and bigotry and misogynistic ways, I love my country. There's no place on this planet I'd rather be. I want to be here. I love my country. In Washington, D.C., I'm a fifth-generation Washingtonian. Most people don't even know what that means. I have family who goes back generations. I love my country. I love my city. I'm winding down. She showed me how to love others and how to treat them. She showed me how to show compassion on those who are less than I am, and she showed reverence for those who are higher. My mother loves other people. She treats all people equally. My mother is not perfect. But one of the things I love about my mom is that she strives for perfection. She does her very best. And she knows what's necessary to help people and to make things better. And that was not my last. There was two more. She cares for and respects animals. Now I know to some of you that sounds stupid, and that's your opinion. My mom cares for animals. She believes there are a species of people, or not people, but a species that deserves to be taken care of, that deserves to be loved. They didn't ask to be put in our homes or do it, but they are. And since they are, we're supposed to love them. We shouldn't abuse them. And because of this, she's giving me this love, this compassion for animals, and I love animals. And my last point, why I love my mom, is one thing. She introduced me to God. Now, there are some of you who are watching this who don't believe in God, and I'm sorry, that's your choice. I don't agree with you. But she introduced me to God. She gave me a hope through Jesus Christ. She changed my life forever. Am I indebted to her? I'm not a good son. I'm embarrassed most days that I am the way that I am. I should be better. But I love my mom. She gave me God. And she gave me eternity by saying, this is Jesus. This is who you're supposed to love. This is who you're supposed to worship. My mom, I love her. She means the world to me. And I'm glad that you guys got to know that.